Good morning, everybody. Today is round number 5 of the European Team Chess Championship, and I am right now in Montenegro. Look at how beautiful it is. I'm by the beach, and today we are facing Iceland. So we're facing another Nordic country, which is always fun, you know? I am facing a 1900, so she is slightly lower rated than me, and you know, typically that would mean that it should be an easier game, but you can never ever underestimate your opponent, so I shall not do that today. I have the white pieces. I'm gonna be preparing, obviously, but before I started preparing, I wanted to go to the beach because look how pretty it is. I feel like I'm not really wearing great beach coats though. I can't get a tan with this. Another day I will. Anyways, I will see you all later when I start preparing, and let's try to win today. Just finished preparing. I got some good lines, so I'm very excited. I hope that I can use the prep that I have against her. But we will see what she does. We will see if she plays something that she's never played before, like all my other opponents. And I'm excited. I'm gonna go to the round now. Time to play. I just finished my game and I am now back in the hotel, and typically I would go to dinner now. I would relax for a bit, go to dinner, but not today. Today, I am filming this as the first thing that I do when I come back because I am so excited to show you the game. It was so tactical, and well, we're gonna get straight into it because I'm so excited. I was facing Johanna Björg Johansdottir, which is the Swedish pronunciation of an Icelandic name, so I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but we were facing Iceland, and she was rated around 2000, and I had prepared quite a lot. So I was very sure that she was gonna play the Nimzo Indian. So I went d4, she developed c4, and now I was sure she was gonna push up that pawn one step, Nimzo Indian. But no, she went c5, and I knew that she had prepared something new against me, something that she never plays. And this is called the Benko Gambit, and it's a very sharp opening, and I play something very sharp against it, the Nescafé Frappe attack. That is what I've done videos about. I have recommended it. It's what I play in Blitz like 99% of the time. I love that opening because most of the times Black doesn't know how to respond to it. But if she has prepared against me, she will very much know how to respond to it. So I knew that I couldn't do that against her now. So I went d5, captured, and now the Nescafé would be going knight c3, but I decided to go e3 instead. Now this is one of the more, well, I've played this a few times. I don't know if it's more solid, but I've played this a few times in the past, but it's been several years since I played it, so I didn't really know any theory with it. So I was a little bit nervous about the fact that all my prep hadn't worked and that, you know, I was going into completely unknown territory. I didn't know if she had prepared this a lot or like how she was feeling, so I was a little bit nervous here. So she went e6. The idea of this is just that you basically, Black is trying to get the center. Black has given up a pawn, so they have to get the center. They have to get something for the pawn. And I knew that I'm supposed to take, because I don't really want to hold on to this pawn here in the center. She's going to get a lot of play with her bishop coming out and stuff. So I just developed, she went d5, nice center, and I got my other knight out. And now she went bishop d6. And in this position, every single cell of my body wanted to push this pawn. Why? Because I wanted to be able to get this bishop out, and I felt a little bit uncomfortable about the fact that she had so much center. It's like she's having all the fun right now, and I want to have some fun too. So I thought for a little while, but I realized that this was probably a good move, and it is. It is the best move in the position. What is the idea of this? Well, I'm giving up my pawn, but if she takes back, her pawns are going to be doubled, and she will most probably lose this pawn in the future. If she doesn't take here, if she would push, well then I push and fork her bishop and knight, and this I think is good for me. So her best move here to avoid the fork and avoid everything is to just simply retreat with the bishop. But just like it happened to me yesterday, she did not want to, and she told me this after the game, she did not want to go back with the piece she had moved, like right now. So she already went out with the bishop. Going back with it, she said, felt a little bit passive, like as if this was a mistake. But she said that she knew that this was probably objectively the best move, and she was right about it. The engine thinks that this is the best move here. But it's a little bit hard for a human to go back and forth. And so she actually ended up taking this pawn, and I was feeling really happy here. I saw that her pawns were very weak, and I love these kind of open positions where, well, I feel like you can be very creative in these sort of positions. So I brought up my knight. I'm threatening this pawn. She cannot defend it because then I will take this pawn. So she just went queen c7. Now here I could take this pawn right now and just call it a day, but I wanted to keep pushing. I didn't want to just take a pawn. And so I saw this move bishop c4, which I thought was pretty good, threatening this pawn and still keeping the attack on this one. And now, she thought for 20 minutes in this position. During that time, I had time to go to a bathroom. I had time to go and check out the games of the Swedish Open section team. And I also had time to think about life for 15 minutes, which probably I shouldn't have. Like, I should probably have thought about the position, but I was just feeling really comfortable here. And the move that she did after that 20-minute thing shocked me. I was not expecting her to do that move. She went king e7. And when she did this, I was just looking at the position and I was like, what is going on here? This is crazy. She's not going to castle. Her king is going to be weak forever. This is so much fun. I was really just feeling so ecstatic and happy because I just realized that this game would be very tactical and that it would be a game where I need to try to find a win because I could smell the win here. I realized that if this position looks like this, the king is in the center, these two pawns are really weak, I just realized that there must be something really good for me. So here I thought for quite a while I was considering both going queen b3 and taking this pawn, and my intuition told me that I should take this pawn because I wanted to have this queen on the king side of the board, like on this side of the board. Felt like going queen b3 was good because this pawn was undefendable, but I did not like the fact that my queen would be on the wrong side of the board. It felt like my queen was a little bit clumsy here, and I didn't like that. So I ended up going for what my intuition was saying, and I'm really happy about it because it was the best move. So she went bishop e5, and I continued developing. I continued screwing the screw, which is what I typically say, which just, like, it's like, you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's like, you like, instead of just simplifying things, you just like keep going, like you keep like, yeah. Okay, whatever. So I went bishop g5 and I pinned the knight. And the idea of pinning this knight is that I am, please tell me that you know what I meant. Okay, the idea of pinning this knight is that I really want to go queen g4. I really want to bring up this queen over here. Why do I want to do this? Because there's so many weak points. This pawn is weak. This pawn has the potential to be weak. And this pawn becomes even weaker after she goes bishop b7. Here I was almost singing hallelujah. I was so excited. I thought for a little bit, but like every part of my body just wanted to go queen g4 instantly. And I did. I thought for almost 10 minutes though, because it's always scary to place your queen in a square where it can be taken. So I was thinking here for a while. And the threat here right now is very simple. Bam! And also, the threat, if she does something random, is just to simply take, and after takes, and takes, to go queen g7 check and win the rook. So she has to do something. What did she do? She moved the rook e8. And once again, here, I just wanted to play instantly a move. If this was a blitz game, I would instantly have taken this knight. But it's not, and I kept on wanting to make the best moves, and I wanted to make sure that I was winning because I just thought if I end up not winning this position, I will be so mad at myself. So I need to win. But after some think, I did end up taking, and after she took back with the pawn, which I found surprising, I thought she was going to take with the bishop. I thought here for a while too, but this just looked so good. Queen takes e6 check. King pretty much has to move to d8, and I mean, come on, now long castles check at the same time as my queen is hanging. I mean, this is like everything I want in life. Like, this is really just like amazing. So long castles check, and I just thought, you know, I want to bring another piece to the attack. Why go rook d1 check and have my king being unsafe in the same file as the rook and the queen when I can just bring my king to safety? Long castles make so much sense. She can pretty much only go knight d7. And now, probably my favorite move of the game, or one of them, I was calculating here for a while, but I just saw that this knight was pinned, and I was calculating, you know, capturing here, trading everything for a simple 3-pawn up endgame. But I looked at this position, and I did not like it because I thought that her rook was going to be... sorry. I didn't like it because I thought that her rook was going to be too active. And I just thought, you know, why allow her to have an active rook when I can just, you know, make her position worse and worse and worse instead of allowing all of this. I saw no point in entering this, so I ended up doing a move that I'm really happy with, which is knight takes c5. I'm sacrificing everything. I'm sacrificing my knight. I'm sacrificing my queen. I'm sacrificing everything that matters to me. And it works. She cannot take my knight with the queen because then I checkmate her. If she takes, she cannot take my knight with this knight because of the pin. And if she takes my queen, then I take back the rook with the check and I win the queen. It's a fork. I end up being an exchange up, and not only that, I'll be 3 pawns up too. I mean, it's resignable at that point. So she can't do that, even though the engine thinks it's the best move. So she went bishop c8 to try to hold the position together. But then there is this move, queen c6, which I think is really nice too, which just keeps, you know, going. It's like, I don't want to use the same sentence again, but like, it just keeps the tension. That's the chess terminology. There we go. That's the chess terminology. It keeps the tension of the position. Okay? So what is the idea of this move? Well, I'm threatening her rook for starters. And for continuations, there's a lot of threats here. I mean, I'm threatening... I don't even know why I'm laughing. I'm threatening knight e6 check. I'm threatening a lot of different things here. And she cannot take my queen because then I take back with the pawn. I'm so tired right now. I think that's why I'm laughing. Why am I... Okay, I'm going crazy. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Whenever I get really tired, I start laughing, and I think I'm just exhausted after this game. I'm just laughing. Okay, anyways, she cannot take my queen because then I take back with the pawn. And I promise I'm okay. I promise I'm okay. I wonder if my editor is gonna keep this part or remove it. Okay, anyways, because then I take back with the pawn, and then this knight is pinned, so I'll be winning the knight. So she ended up going for a complete desperate move, which is bishop takes c3. I took back because this move changes nothing, but now she has a check. Queen f4 check. Now, why is this scary? It's not scary at all because, well, I can go here king b2, but I ended up blocking because I didn't want her to have any other checks. She went rook a7 because the rook was hanging, and now I just looked at this position and I just thought this must be the most winning position I've had in my life. And little did I know that after I played my 22nd move, b6, the position was literally plus 30 for white. And it's hard for me to explain how good plus 30 is for somebody that doesn't know, but plus 30 is insane. I mean, if you're a queen up, you're plus 9. A lot of times, If you're plus 3, your opponent will resign. This is plus 30. It only took 22 moves to get a plus 30 position, which is insane. Like, I don't think this has ever happened to me. I don't think I've ever been in a plus 30 position after 22 moves. I mean, it's actually insane. Why is this so winning, you may wonder? Well, because everything is hanging. I mean, this is really just catastrophe. I mean, she ended up taking my bishop, and now, I mean, the engine is going up. It's almost saying that this is plus 50 for white. But actually here, I was thinking for a while because I wanted to finish the game in the most beautiful way possible. And I knew that I could go knight b7 check and win the queen. This was my initial idea. But I wanted to find something better. So I kept going and I kept trying to find something better, and I was calculating queen takes f6, rook e7, and I was calculating all these checks, but I didn't see anything. This didn't work. And I thought, okay, this is a little bit complicated, but actually this is not complicated at all. I take here, and here, she has to take my knight, and I make a queen, and it's just completely winning for me. But I didn't do this. I don't know why I didn't do this, but I didn't do this. I wanted to play a move that I knew was 100% winning on the spot, and that was for me to take the queen. So I went knight b7 check. It's a discovery check. I'm able to win the queen. And I thought, okay, I have a queen versus a knight and a bishop. She will surely resign soon. Spoiler alert, she did not. She kept going. And I realized actually that it's not as easy as I thought, but I mean, it's obviously completely winning because I'm also a lot of pawns up. So I brought in my rook. Everything that I was trying to do here was that I was trying to not let her pieces get active. I was a little bit scared of her knight, bishop, and everything getting active towards my king. So I just wanted to trade pieces because I knew that all endgames would be super winning for me. I went g4 to prevent the bishop from coming in. And then bishop e6. I went a4 to just try to get her knight to move, get my queen in. She went a5. I tried to trade a pair of rooks. And then here I pinned the rook just so that there would be as little movement as possible for her. So the knight went up. And she's threatening my rook. I moved it. She moved her king. Actually here she took her king. She placed it on the a6 square. And then she looked at me and she went back, which is, she didn't drop it. So like it's possible, like you can go back. Because she realized that she was hanging the rook. So she went king c7 instead. I was able to take her pawn, king b8, and now I just wanted to simplify. So in this position, I ended up just simplifying because I thought that this is just very winning. I'll be able to pick up all her pawns I saw. So I kept on checking and pushing this pawn, and I just knew that there was really not much she could do. I picked up her other pawn, and now I have a queen and 4 pawns versus a rook and a knight. But not only that, I mean, it's hard for her to keep everything together at this point. So she went rook here. I went f4. Pretty much any place the knight goes to is going to end up making her lose the knight. So she went knight f3, queen here, threatening both the rook and the knight. Now she has to go check. Important, I went king d2, not king d1, because there's check otherwise. And now, after she went here, defending the knight, I did the final move of the game, queen b6. And here, she resigned. Why did she resign? Because it's a check. If she moves the king, I take her rook. And if she takes my queen, I'll take back. It'll be with a check. She must take, and then I'll take the knight. And then I'll be in a king endgame 4 pawns up. I mean, nobody, not a single miracle in this world will make this king be able to stop the 4 pawns. So I will be able to promote. So this was just completely winning here. So that's why she resigned after queen b6 check. And I think that this is a nice final move of the game. But I was so happy after the game. I was literally so excited because I thought that the game was really pretty. I was a little bit like, I must have had a much more winning move earlier, which I did. It was when I took the queen that it wasn't the most winning move, but it still won the game, even if it was a little bit longer. So I'm really happy with this game. I'm really, really, really happy that I was able to win. And not only that, my mom won today too with a beautiful game. I'll maybe post it as a PGN in the about section of the video or in the comments down below if you want to see it. But yeah, she played a beautiful game. She won Sweden won. We beat Iceland in the match because board number 2 drew. Board number 4 lost. So we ended up winning 2.5, 1.5. But I was so happy after this game. Like, that's why I wanted to show you this game so quickly, because I was just so happy. Tomorrow, there is a rest day, so there will be no game tomorrow. So no recap tomorrow either. But then I'll be playing round number 6 the day after. There's still 4 rounds to go, and I'm just gonna do my very best in the tournament. I'm so excited to play more games, and it feels amazing to have a rest day after I've won a game. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you've been enjoying the recap so far. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Keep on playing chess and keep on winning at chess. Yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.
Hey, I'm very happy today. Very happy.
Yay! Guys, look at that. We got my dad here. Dad, did you like the game?
I like very much. Very tactical game. You still, I think.
Did you have fun watching it?
Very nice game.
Did you have fun watching it?
Fine, what?
If you have fun
Fun, yes.
watching it.
I want.
¿Te divertiste mirando mi partido?
I want the autograph.
You have my autograph. Thanks, Dad. Okay, Dad, you can get it.